Hey everybody out there in internet land, this is Pat from Custom Rides, and today we're going to shorten a little piece of trim. The customer needed this piece to be quite a bit shorter. I don't know if it was a quarter panel piece and he's putting it on a door or a fender or what, but you can see I machined up these little hammer forms that fit the trim, so I can pinch it in the vise and I can knock that edge over that way. And that's about the only way you're going to get something like this accomplished. You have to contain the rest of the trim so it doesn't get distorted when you make the new end. But we're going to use a little bit of heat on this, and the guys that have taken some classes from me know that I like to use a little bit of heat on parts. We don't need to go real red hot, cherry red, because you can cook the stainless. We just need to heat it enough to soften it. And I've got a little Meco midget torch here with a pretty good sized tip on it. And we'll just warm this up to soften it a little bit and knock it on around that hammer form. See, just a little bit of heat to soften it. And we want to work this real gradually and really not try to have any ruffles in it. You know, ruffles are okay when we're gaining lots and lots of shape making fender pieces, but on a trim piece, they can be a real pain. And you can see how hard I don't have to hit this with this little bitty hammer. Just enough to soften him up a little bit. And we'll have to weld the ends closed. But that's okay. We'll just keep bringing him on over. See, we've got a little bit of a ruffle forming there, so we'll get ahead of him just a little bit. You can see the stainless is still shiny. You can take a scrap piece, the piece that I cut off of this, I torture tested it. I heated it until it turned gray and nasty so I know how far I can push this material for heat. Need to sharpen up our edge a little bit. Kind of a little bit of a fat lip there, but with a hammer form, your edge is going to be as sharp as the hammer form is, and this has a little bit of a relief on it, but not a terrific amount. A little bit more right there. Work that little ruffled area just a little bit. And one thing that's kind of common on stainless, right here, I don't think you can see it real well on the camera, but it's squished over the top hammer form just a little bit. So I'll lay the torch down and I'll grab a really dull chisel. Well, or a punch is the thing that's handy here today, but we can take and drive that over just a little bit. We've got a little bit of a fat lip there, but that's okay. We need to get that edge off of this side of the hammer form. These things happen. It's not cause for panic. You just need to shove him over there a little bit, then flatten him back out. There we go. You can see how that's put kind of a pucker there. Well, that's okay, because we'll swipe it that way with our hammer. One of those things we're not coming right out of the hammer form to polish, so we'll have a little bit of finish work to do on the edge, but not much. Just a little bit more right there, and I'll cut him loose. There we go. Now I'll cut him loose and show you guys what he looks like here. This will have to be trimmed off straight, but we've got the new edge formed all the way over. So we'll take him out of there and have a look at him. Come on. There we go. Now you can see we've formed a nice new edge on this piece of stainless. Probably should have fixed a little dent in it first, but that's kind of it for today. But thanks for hanging out with me and working a little bit of stainless. We'll see you next time. Remember to like and share and all that good stuff.